Well, hello, people from all over the world. I am a VR chat player, and I am a 24-year-old young man living in South Korea. First, I want to apologize for delivering such a serious message while using this VR chat character. I realize it might seem unusual or even inappropriate, but this is the only way I can reach out to the world to share my heartfelt concerns about my country's future. I hope you can look past my appearance here and focus on the sincerity of my words. Honestly, I never thought I would find myself making a video like this. I know that many people, both in South Korea and abroad, might criticize me for my views, especially those who think differently from me. However, I am speaking today because I live by my convictions and believe it is my responsibility to share what I think is right, no matter the criticism. I am just an ordinary citizen with no political power or influence, but my heart is filled with such urgency and concern that I decided to record this message for the first time in my life. Through VR chat, I am reaching out to the world to share my worries about the values of democracy that we must protect. It is my firm belief that President Yoon Suk-yeol must never be impeached, as such an act would jeopardize the future of our democracy and stability. The opposition Democratic Party of Korea has consistently engaged in unconstitutional behavior, employing tactics that hinder the progress and success of the Yoon administration. Their obstructionism has reached an alarming level, paralyzing governance and stifling critical reforms needed for the betterment of our nation. Additionally, it is important to highlight that the current leader of the Democratic Party, along with a significant number of its members, is under investigation by the prosecution for various charges, many of which have already resulted in guilty verdicts. These legal developments expose the party's deep entanglement with corruption and unlawful practices, further underscoring the risks they pose to South Korea's democratic integrity. Furthermore, I must bring to the attention of the international community the concerning presence of electoral irregularities in South Korea's democratic processes. The Democratic Party's history is marred by behavior that can only be described as pro-North Korea and excessively aligned with China, often at the expense of South Korea's national security and sovereignty. Should they regain control, the Republic of Korea would face unprecedented dangers both domestically and internationally. Under previous administrations led by the Democratic Party, we witnessed a series of unlawful actions and a pattern of deceit that cannot be overlooked. Their disregard for the rule of law and democratic principles has caused significant harm to our nation's governance and global standing. We must ensure that their attempts to mislead the public and undermine democracy are exposed to the world. President Yoon Suk-yeol represents a strong, principled leader who is dedicated to safeguarding South Korea's sovereignty, ensuring economic prosperity, and strengthening our alliances with democratic nations. To allow his impeachment would not only undermine these efforts, but also embolden those who seek to weaken our democracy. I urge the international community to pay attention to the situation in South Korea. Democracy is not just a domestic matter. It is a shared value that requires collective vigilance and support. I sincerely ask for your understanding and solidarity as we work to protect freedom, justice, and truth in my beloved country. Thank you for listening.